foot issues have been happening since, I suppose, my late 20s. And that I thought that was because when I was 16 I had an operation on my ankle. And that was rectified, but being a sort of lazy teenager, I didn't really do much in the way of physio afterwards. When we moved over to Northern Ireland, I saw the NHS and he fitted me with orthotics. And I did a bit of physio and it improved matters somewhat, but I was still getting foot pain and especially lower back pain. Whilst the NH insoles were fine in my shoes, it meant I couldn't really wear trainers. So I had to go wear trainers without my insoles, and the stability issues would come back and my back would be even worse. Typically the NHS it took about, I would have typically about 2 weeks to see the podiatrist initially, and about another 4 or 5 weeks after that before I could get my new inserts. A couple of months back I decided that in light of my daughter getting married, I had to do something about it. I decided that there must be an actual proper answer. Rather than going under the knife, there must be something a bit better. So I did a bit of research on Google about sort of orthotics and inserts, and I came across Good Feet. So I rang them up, made an appointment and headed out to them. When I arrived, I went to see their podiatrist, and the thing that struck me about him was he actually took time to explain what was wrong with my feet, something that the NHS had never done. He told me the exact condition that I had for my feet, and then went about telling me how he could rectify it. And the one thing that struck me was I'd gone practically 30 years without knowing that my right leg was shorter than my left. And within sort of 20 minutes of being in Good Feet, I knew why my feet and my back were the way they were. The inserts that Good Feet prescribed, they made sure that the one for my right foot was actually deeper. So that actually took out the imbalance in my legs and my back straight away. And to be fair, since I've had them, my back hasn't popped or been sore since. They found the obvious which no one else did, and they cured it. Since I've had the Good Feet inserts, I'm a lot more stable on my feet. I don't mind about going for long walks because my feet aren't sore and my back's not sore afterwards. Kids being kids, my ones especially, would always sort of take the mickey out of how I walked. I often describe my walking as that of a penguin. Now, since I've had the inserts from Good Feet, I'm a lot more stable, and I walk an awful lot better. And they're kind of upset because they can't sort of treat me the same way now. They have to find other things to criticise me on. One of the side benefits of the inserts is they fit trainers. I haven't really been able to wear trainers just because of my feet problems and the insoles, but I could put my Good Feet ones in my trainers, and I call it a bit odd, but I've actually gone and bought 2 pairs of the trainers I wore 20 years ago, and I'm now sort of wearing them sort of day to day. And it's not doing anything but grey hairs, but it makes me feel younger in other ways. One thing now, with my daughter's getting married in a little over a month's time, and I had a fair bit of concern about how I would walk her down the aisle and whether or not I'd trip up or just look generally awkward. But now it's not really a worry. I have to worry about my speech now.